I was surfing around on blick.com and I found this. It is a 18 karat gold leafing pen. Now, when I've done gold leafing in the past, you have to like lay down this paste stuff, you have to lay down the leaf, and then you have to brush it off gently, and it's very messy. But I was like, holy cow, what if there was just a pen to be able to do gold leaf? Will this actually work? This is made by Krylon. I'm not the biggest fan of Krylon spray paint compared to some artist grade spray paint, but this would be pretty cool if it worked. Like gold leaf pen, that's sick. Also, I forgot to mention it, but this video is not sponsored by Krylon. It's not sponsored by Blick. It's not sponsored by any of the art supplies I'm gonna test in this video. I bought this with my own money just because I thought it looked interesting and I wanted to try it out. It is sponsored by Squarespace, but more on that later. Let's crack this thing open. So there she be, golden. Open it up. Oh wait, shake well before use. Almost skip step one. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. They didn't say how long to shake it. All right, well, that's probably good enough. It's got this kind of chisel tip, which could be cool for like calligraphy or whatever. Let's go ahead and get this started. Just pressing it up and down. Bum, 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 bum. I see it coming. I don't know if this is gold leaf. Might just be gold ink. Oh, that is pretty dang golden. And I'm using this on black paper and it is shining. Is that gold leaf or is that just gold ink that looks real nice? It looks pretty shiny. Let's see, can we zoom this in a little bit more? Pretty good opacity, especially on this black paper. It is definitely like not showing any black through. I don't know if that's any different between like a really nice quality gold ink. I mean, it looks really nice. 18 karat gold leafing pen. It would be kind of nice if there was a like non-chisel tip version for finer details. When I do fill in the larger surface area, it does kind of have that gold leaf sort of ripply texture. All right, so that's on paper. Let's try it on something that's maybe like coated. This is one of those playing cards I made with my wife. So this is like coated cardstock. Let's see how it reacts with this. Let's draw like a crescent moon to fit with our moon motif. Oh, what a gorgeous moon. It's definitely shining pretty nicely. It doesn't seem to like bead up on the cardstock, maybe slightly less grippy. If we adjust this, can you see the shine? Yeah, looks pretty good. All right, so I would say this is a very high quality gold pen. Definitely shines really nicely. You know, as we rotate with the light source, it definitely is shining. Now, for comparison's sake, let's take a look at just a regular gold Sharpie. There is a massive difference. That is so much shinier. Holy cow. I'm liking this pen more already looking at it compared to the gold Sharpie. Let's try the gold Sharpie on this card. Oh, pathetic. Definitely way more transparent, way less shiny, catches the light a lot less. You know what, let me run to Michael's and see if I can get some other gold pens and just see how they stack up against this guy. Gold, gold. Okay, got some more gold stuff to test out. First of all, let's go back to our Krylon. This is our test subject right here. Draw a little circle. Yep. Shine bright like a diamond. Okay, let's go to our gold Sharpie. This little pathetic excuse for gold. Okay, there's the gold Sharpie. Now, I went and got a gold Posca from Michael's. Give this guy a good shake. Let's try the Posca. It's looking pretty yellow gold. It's got some gold vibes. Definitely not as gold and shiny as our 18 karat gold Krylon pen, but not too bad. Less opaque as well. You can see a little bit of the black paper showing through. Certainly more than this. Also, it kind of seems like the texture of the paper is coming up through that gold a little bit more than this guy. Ooh, that's still a tiny bit wet. Probably shouldn't have touched that. I also have golden fluid acrylic iridescent gold paint that I got, which looks like it kind of exploded in shipping a bit. Not to worry, we'll pick it out. I doubt he's trying to mess us about. Ooh, nasty. Put some gold on my pants. Put some gold on my pants. This was the last bottle they had. I tried to find one that wasn't exploded. We'll shake this guy up. Let's try that golden. That's pretty good. The instant opacity of this guy is pretty tremendous. This one is not catching the light quite as much. It's sparkling a bit, it's iridescent, but this one is gleaming when you look at it from the right angle. And then lastly, I also have this Krylon Golden Drip Mop, a graffiti art supply. Certainly not as much accuracy from this guy as one of these pens, but let's see how much this bad boy be shining. Whoa. Whoa, that's crazy. Man, can you guys see that close up? It looks crazy. It's like doing all this separation and stuff. That first bit did something crazy. Should I shake it up even more? Okay, so that's the crink. And then lastly, I have real gold leaf with gilding size. So we gotta, first of all, we gotta get this open. It's basically a bottle of glue. It's glued shut. Oh, okay. Ooh, dang. This might actually be too old. It's like a solid paste at this point. Okay. Should we just lay down a sheet of gold leaf next to everything? Because this is probably still gonna be the winner. But you have to lay this stuff down, then you have to wait 15 to 30 minutes for it to become tacky. Then you have to very carefully place the gold leaf. Oh my gosh, it's stuck to the crink. Well, I guess, you know, we could put it on this stuff. Then you have to like, cause this is still sticky, very carefully like softly brush it away. And it's definitely less of a accurate process. If you like the wrinkly look, that's cool, cause it's kind of hard to not have the wrinkly look. So this almost works like gilding. It just stuck to the wet paint. So I think that's gonna be the winner when it comes to shining and looking like real gold. But when you're trying to get tiny little accurate details with gold leaf, it's a little bit more tricky. It's gonna have that wrinkly look. It's a little bit more messy. There's drawbacks, but that one to me looks the best. That's that real shiny stuff. But when you try to do a big project with gold leaf, it is quite messy. So if we put it at an angle to try and catch the shine. So I think first place is the gold leaf always, but definitely harder to work with. I would say second place is this gold leaf marker, shining. Third place, I think, is the golden. It seems like it has maybe some real gold in there because it's definitely shining the most to me, to my eyes. Then maybe the crink, but the crink is a drip mop, so it's not great for super fine details. Then I would say the Posca, and coming in last place is the gold metallic Sharpie, in my opinion. What do you guys think? So there's one more test I want to do with this guy, and that is how well it plays with other kinds of paint, spray paint, acrylic paint. How does it lay on top of that stuff? But before we do that test, I'm gonna let you know that this video is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is a website where you can build a website, and it's super easy. They have these amazing award-winning templates where all you gotta do is take your awesome content, drop it into their beautiful templates, and boom, you got a website. Squarespace helped me launch my entire merch business, selling my art merchandise to my fans. Squarespace was the middleman that connected me to my audience. I love their e-commerce features, and with Squarespace payments, not only can they accept credit cards, debit cards, stuff like that, but also Apple Pay, Afterpay, Klarna, and a bunch of other payment processors, so your fans can pay however they want. Also, depending on the type of business you have, they have invoicing, scheduling, if you're like a freaking yoga studio or something like that. I love their subscription products. It's how I started my t-shirt of the month program, and their list of features goes on and on. So what are you waiting for? It's time for you to have a beautiful website to share your vision with the world. Go to squarespace.com to start your free trial, and when you're ready to launch your site, go to squarespace.com/1000 and use my code 1000 to get 10% off the first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you, Squarespace. All right, last test. How does this thing behave on surfaces other than paper? Okay, so this is a spray paint can that has been spray painted with spray paint. So we're gonna see how this marker reacts to going on top of spray paint. Not too bad. It's definitely not like beating up. Drawing on a round surface is never the easiest thing in the world. Definitely not like doing that oil on water thing where it beads up and separates. The nib of this is a little bit too broad for trying to do like a drawing on such a small surface. Not gonna be my best art ever. That's kind of the drawback. I wonder if they make one of these with like a fine point tip. When I do use the very edge of the chisel at a certain angle, it's creating like little, like punch in, zoom, enhance. Tiny little bit of missing paint there when you have to use the edge of the chisel, which makes it even harder to do fine details. Oh boy, okay. We're just gonna pretend like this piece of art never happened. It's a test, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, like right there, I'm using the edge of the chisel and the paint is not flowing super well, but when I use the broad side, it comes out nicely. Test number one, it does indeed draw on spray paint quite well. I think this was sprayed with Montana Gold spray paint. And then test number two, I painted a canvas back there with a bunch of acrylic. Let's see how it draws right onto acrylic. I'm guessing it'll be fine, because honestly, if it could handle the spray paint, it should probably be able to handle this acrylic paint just fine. Yep, that's going on nicely. Very opaque. This is certainly easier to draw on than the can. I'm loving that. Draw this little mouth here. Also the chisel tip here is a more appropriate size compared to my surface area. A little bit small for the can, seems manageable for the canvas. Yeah, very much impressed by the opacity of this gold leaf pen. It just goes on like a one shot. You done did it, Krylon. You done did it. Give this guy a little hood. I mean, the test is complete. I'm just vibing out now. Some teeth. These are some ears up here. Boom, boom. We vibing, baby. We drawing. I love gold. The flow is nice. You're definitely not gonna do something like this with the traditional process of laying down gold leaf. I'm not gonna sit here and draw all these lines with that glue and then ever so carefully place my gold leaf on there and try to brush it off to the point where it only sticks to those lines. That would be a tricky situation. But with the pen, though it may not be quite as shiny as real gold leaf, it is certainly a lot easier to apply. And that makes it an art supply in a category of its own. I mean, there's other gold paint markers, but this one seems to be one of the shinier ones I've ever used. So if you're really looking for that gleam, that dream, that thing, I say the Krylon Gold Leaf Pen does a pretty dang good job. Give him a little zipper on his hoodie and a little shoulder patch. Now going back over your lines, that's still tacky. Be careful, stays tacky, maybe a little bit longer than a traditional paint pen. And then if we rotate it, we can see it shining. That's rad. How much was this thing? That is a good question. This was $11.94 on Blick. Definitely not the cheapest paint pen in all of existence. This was not sponsored. I bought this with my own money. I just saw it on Blick and I wanted to try it out. So what do I think of this pen? I like it. When it comes to gold paint markers, I think this is the best one I tested. When it comes to gold leaf in general, it's not quite as shiny as traditional gold leaf, but it's a heck of a lot easier to work with and apply to your art projects, depending on the size and the detail that you're going for. Good job, Krylon. You done did it. I will leave a link to this down in the description. If you like this video, you might like this video where I tried out every kind of black paint marker I could get my hands on, or you might like this video where I try oil pastels for the first time. I just wanted to say I'm still having that sale on my website where if you spend $30 or more, you get a free signed print. Normally 25 bucks, you get it for free if you buy a t-shirt or a hoodie or something else that's $30 or more. Check it out at 10hun.com.